So you want these senators to impeach this deputy president on your imagination?
I have said, and there is nothing wrong with not knowing. I do not know.
Does Mr. Peterson Jomo Mushira say that, in fact, the DP has bought this hotel? Does he say so, that, in fact, the DP has bought this hotel?
Mutuse atake misheve, Mutuse anataka sharat, Mutuse are you with us?
He says.
Does he say that, in fact, the DP has bought this hotel? Yes or no?
He says.
Does he say that the DP has, in fact, bought this hotel? Yes or no?
He says that the deputy president would buy the hotel from me by refunding the purchase price of 412 million set out in the agreement. And
if we believe Mr. Njomo, this is a promise for a future transaction. If we believe him, yes.
He also got,
if we believe Jomo,
yes.
What he's saying there, this is a promise for a future transaction.
It would appear so.
No. On the face of it, it is a promise for a future transaction, not so.
It would appear so, but.
Has that future come? Has that transaction happened to your knowledge?
I believe so.
What's the basis of your belief?
Your own response.
Sorry?
In your response, in the DP's response, you say...
The DP said he has bought that property.
It was bought by TM Engineering.
Is that not a fact? Is that what Njomo is telling us?
Yes.
So what the DP is telling us, it was bought by TM Engineering, and what Njomo is telling us, it was bought by TM Engineering, factually are the same.
Factually are the same.
Then Njomo is bringing a new perspective to it, that the DP promised him, in future, I will buy back this hotel. Yes?
And that's why he's saying...
Jeme is saying, yes. The DP then, when I bought this hotel,
yes.
The DP then told me I intend to buy it back in future.
Yes.
By the way, is there any unlawfulness in a future intent to acquire property?
It points to a scheme.
A scheme to? A scheme to do what?
It points to a scheme.
To do what?
To launder.
Sorry?
To a scheme to hide the transaction. Because
Mr. Mutuse, let's also just be basic, sensible people. If we wanted to, we would just have bought it immediately. Yes. Isn't a promise to buy in the future itself, on the face of it, evidence of lack of immediate money?
Mkitoa Gachagua mtakulana hata nyinyi. Na nyinyi wakaba muiketekelo kengwa ndia hii. Oh my god. Meketa ko omundu akibwesi anokie kunengwa takataka ya chao.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Edinelala Njali. Kwa maoni yangu nasema hii dunia mahali tumefika, Kenya kuna changamoto. Naomba mapastors, waumini, Recho Maria, mafathers, tafadhali tuliombea taifa. Kuna shetani. Naomba tuanze maombi. Papa yetu aliye mbinguni, jina lako litukuzwe. Mapenzi yako yafanyike hapa duniani vile yanapofanyika mbinguni. Utupatie riziki zetu. Utusamee dhambi zetu vile tunapowasamea wadeni wetu. Kwa hiyo machache tunaomba na kuamini, sema amen.
Mutuse, boy. Mutuse, boy. Mutuse, are you with us?
Honorable Mutuse, I will refer to you as Honorable Mutuse throughout. Mutuse, before being a member of parliament, what is your professional background?
I am a lawyer.
You are aware, being a lawyer, that by law, you are bound by the allegations you presented to the National Assembly. Are you aware of that?
Connecting.
Yes, we are bound by the allegations in the context of the rules of the Senate.
It is your allegation that Honorable Rigathi Gachagua has not presented this petition to date, being 26th of September 2024. True or not true?
Naomba nijitoe kidogo tu hadi.
This is in context. The first...
True or not true? Is it true that your claim says he has not presented that claim as at 26th?
True.
Do you still stand by that part of your allegation that he has not presented that complaint to the JSC to that date?
I have since learned that indeed...
Do you still stand by that allegation?
I have since learned that indeed His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua did present a petition, but...
Do you still stand by the fact that he has not presented the claim to the JSC as at 26 September 2024?
I have since learned that he did present a petition.
To that extent, that allegation is not true. Yes?
To the extent of presenting the petition, but to the extent of threatening the judge.
To the extent that you say he has not presented the allegation to the JSC to us at 26th September 2024, that allegation is not true, is it?
We are in
and they delayed. They brought us at the time, and on that day, they did not say.
You have drawn the attention of these senators to the judgment of Justice Esther Maina, haven't you?
I have done so.
Your intention of doing so is to have these senators draw an inference of acts of corruption on the part of His Excellency. True or not true?
Is to buttress.
Thank you. It's true. It is
my allegation that Justice Maina had made a finding against the Deputy President.
Did you attend the hearing of that case?
I do not have to attend. It is a reported case.
I've asked whether you in fact attended. Please answer my questions. You know the process.
I did not attend.
Education should be pursued beyond the cosmos. Education is knowing a lot about a little and a little about a lot. A professor is the one who knows more and more about less and less.
His Excellency, in the clip you have played, says that the judge denied him a chance to cross-examine witnesses. Did you see that in the clips?
Yes, I did see.
Did you have any evidence to the contrary that the judge didn't deny him?
See, if you are denied...
Do you have any evidence to the contrary? Either you do or you don't.
And that is not my allegation.
My question to you is, do you have any evidence to the contrary? Answer my question.
But the truth is, that is a judicial process.
Do you have any evidence to the contrary when His Excellency says the judge denied him a chance to cross-examine witnesses?
I do not have to.
Do you in fact have it, Mr. Mutuse? Please be decent as a lawyer, a lawmaker, and a witness before this house.
Kachimbe kisima wewe mwenyewe, unywe maji yako peke yako, usiyashiriki nao wengine, ni hatari kubwa .
You then say you are aware that there was an appeal from the decision of Justice Maina. Do you confirm that as a fact?
Yes, I am aware that there was an appeal that was...
I'm happy with that answer. Let me make progress. That appeal was settled by consent. True or not true?
True.
Is a consent a lawful way of settling disputes in court, to your knowledge as a lawyer?
It is a lawful way, but it is not acceptable.
You have answered my question.
I am by merit or demerits.
Is a consent a lawful way of settling court disputes before a court of law?
It is a lawful way, but it is...
I'm going to my next question, Mr. Mutuse. You have confirmed my answer. Do you know as a lawyer that a consent order adopted by the court becomes an order of the court?
Indeed.
Have you presented that consent before these senators for their own assessment of it?
Rindimba ya sauti akasema, umepika mboga gani?
It is not part of my case.
Have you presented that consent before these senators for their own assessment of it?
It was not part of my case. I did not present.
Honorable Mutuse, I've asked whether you have in fact presented it.
No.
Have you lodged any complaint against the public officials of the Asset Recovery Agency who signed that consent?
I have lodged it in Parliament.
First, have you lodged it before any investigative agencies?
Through this motion, I lodged a complaint in the National Assembly exercising the powers that I have as a member of the National Assembly.
I sought to know whether you have lodged any complaint against the officials of the Asset Recovery Agency. Are you saying this motion is against the officers of the Asset Recovery Agency?
This motion is against the handling of that case.
Are you saying this motion is a complaint against the officers of the Asset Recovery Agency?
I'm not saying so.
Have you lodged any complaint against the officers of the Asset Recovery Agency who entered that consent?
I have not done so.
Are you suggesting that in a way this motion is an appeal against the consent order in the Court of Appeal?
I am not suggesting so.
By the way, do you know the position of the law on illegal consents? Can a court of law accept an illegal consent?
I wouldn't imagine that.
You're a lawyer. Can a court of law accept an illegal consent?
No.
Was this consent accepted by a court of law?
It was adopted, yes.
Shouldn't that present a presumption of legality until you present evidence the contrary?
Indeed.
Thank you.